Hello YouTube, how you guys? Now in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to jailbreak very low firmware PlayStation 4 that is on 7.02. Now before I proceed to show you the firmware, the versions of the PlayStation 4, you should see that the disc is unrecognized, meaning the disc is not working. It has I don't know, it needed replacement. So I want to show you guys, instead of dumping your PlayStation 4 under your bench or under the bed, it can still be useful without the disc, so long it's on lower firmware. But I will still show you people how to replace your DVD drive if you want to replace it. But if you're not bossed up to do that right now, then you follow me up and I show you what you need to replace them. So these, first of all, let's drive straight direct to the system firmware. This is a very low firmware. This is 7.02. It's not much of a big deal like the latest versions, version 13. Then go straight to the system info. You can see the firmware is on, the version is on 7.02. It's one of the easiest jailbreaking version of PlayStation 4. You'll be needing a USB. You need your USB, and we just pack in some little files from the computers, and when we're done with that, which is the final, so I will input the USB into the drive. Okay, I might want to put it here to make it easy. All right. Okay, I just imputed that drive into my computer. So let us go straight direct to the computer while we just package some PKG files, then we'll return back to the PlayStation 4. Okay, so we're back to right now to our computers. So this is what we need. Now your USB has to be formatted to SFAT. Let's go straight direct to the USB. Now this is the USB I just imputed this into. I got some files inside, but I think we're gonna format it. Alright, okay, let's format it. SFAT, as you can see. So click format and you do that. So when you finish formatting it, and you just open it. You might want to make it a little bit smaller or bigger, or just, you could also just, then these are the files we need. They are not more, they are just PKG files. So when we finish jailbreaking the PlayStation 4, we just install them once, so you could just start playing your game without stress. Alright, we copy these files. You want to drag them in or you want to copy, it's all the same, but I will just copy it and I will place them into my USB. Wait for that little bit, let it. I'll also be leaving these files in the description below for those of you that will also be needing it. So when that is done now, then we head straight direct to the PlayStation 4 and we just jailbreak it instantly without stress. So I will just show you straight direct, Doesn't need much of technicality, just straight direct. Okay, that is done now. Then we log out, we remove the USB, jet. Perfect. Then we good. Now return back to the PlayStation 4. So head back to the PlayStation 4 scene. Alright, now that we're back to the P4, before we put this drive, remember this drive cannot be seen now because the system is not jailbroken yet. And how do we know the system is not jailbroken? Now, first thing first, we got to go into the system settings. Then we go down. There is no debug. As you can see, there is no debug showing out there. Then we scroll back up. Remember, the first thing you want to do here, be very careful, the network settings has to be put up first. Then you go think on the system update. Alright, you cannot because you're not connected yet. Alright, then the next one I want to do, okay, under this system, automatic downloads. Here, you got to put everything off. You got to tick them off. Tick up the buttons, and then we are good to go. Right now, let's go jailbreak the system. Now, the jailbreak here is just straight, direct, and forward. It doesn't need much of work. Now we'll go straight back to the settings. We're jailbreaking from the network. Now we'll go to the network. Connect the network to the internet. Then we'll set up the net connections from here. We're using the Wi-Fi. Now remember, this part, what we're doing here is to block. We're trying to block the system update. So when you enter your internet, it doesn't update automatically. Alright, now choose custom. So when you choose custom, it's gonna come out like, alright, you choose your network you want to use. I'll be using that. Okay. Alright, that's what I'll be using. Then the next thing you want to do is wait for it a little bit to load. Alright, now we'll go into the IP. Should be automatic. Do not specify. The DNS, you should put them manually. You should put them. Now, if you already have an IP or your setup of DNS, you got to change it to this, the one on the screen. Change it to this DNS, which is the primary DNS. Then when you're done with that, you click OK. Then you leave your secondary DNS to 0000 like that. Then you click next. Now the MTU is always gonna be automatic, and Prop C, do not use. Do not use, and that is it. Now when you're done with this, you automatically jailbreaking because the IP automatically carries it has been implemented. You know, it's like a kind of implementation. It's already inside. So the moment you go to your web browser, it's gonna cache it. You understand? It's gonna cache the IP automatically. It's gonna bring out the jailbreak for all versions to 9.0. Now you test the internet. This is what is happening here now. Check out. It's gonna cache the IP, but the internet connection is gonna fail. Exactly. This is exactly what we need. and we're already done. So like this now, you're jailbreaking and you're good to go. So now we head straight direct to our web browser. Automatically it's gonna cache. And this is it, straight direct. Perfect. So now whichever one you want to use, if you want to use a 2.2.2 or golden hen 2.3, but I will just go with the version 2.3. Doesn't waste time, and that is it. You're already jailbroken. So with this, before we do anything, we could just go turn off the internet to be on the safer side. Now if you turn off the internet and you try to put on your system again, it's gonna cache automatically because it's already, the IP is already implemented into the DNS. So this is it. So we scroll from here, and when you do that, we're gonna go to the internet network and we're gonna turn that off. It's no longer needed. And now you can see the golden appearing here, meaning you're already jailbroken. Alright, with that, we should go check the system info. Now you see, now in the IP address there is nothing there. You know why? Because we turn off the internet. Now if you put on the internet, then you're gonna see an IP appearing there, and that is the IP you'll be able to use to transfer things from your system to your PlayStation 4. But we'll not be needing that as at this time. Maybe some other time with the latest video I'll be releasing in the future. So then, alright, now that the system is turned back on, now when you jailbreak it again from everywhere, from everything you were formerly doing, like you went to your internet browser, you click your hen 2.3, now you impute your USB. Gonna impute it. So when you impute the USB, so we're gonna install the package files. Alright, now we're going to, either you go to settings and check for the golden hen, just like this. Then you go to debug settings, package installers. These are all the installers. You could just install all of them once. So let's install everything at once. You install all, and that's it. They are installing all the package files. I'm going to leave that in the description below for those of you that need it. So these are one of the easiest versions of PlayStation to jailbreak. So my next video is going to be, I think, 11 points, then we'll go to 12 points on PlayStation 4. Alright, now that everything has been installed, this is it. These are all the packages that you will need. So we could just open either of them for you to see how it works. And these are the files. These are everything. Let's check the item flow. It's not designed to install. Alright. Okay. I think the item flow is meant for PlayStation 5, if I'm not mistaken. And that is fine, so we could test something else. Let's check the Explorer and see. We're just giving it a try, Perfect English. And this is it. So the file explorer is working, safe mode, but you have to be very careful when you come in here, so you don't just click things out. So, and that is it. We head back. Now that we're already having debug, this is our debug settings. We already got that. So we'll give it a try to test any game that you have on your hard drive or your internal or external hard drives. So let's just test whatever games. Okay, let's go with these. Starts, and that is it. And now the reason it shows update is because we're once connected to the internet. You understand? It was once connected to the internet and it felt like you want to update. You understand? So, and that is the reason you have to, when you're done doing it, caching everything, you have to make sure you turn off the internet. You understand? And that is it. So there is nothing much in 7.02. So that is it. So it's working perfectly. Now we're jailbreaking. Good. So let me show you guys other method. You could go to your notifications. Now, if you want to stop the update or whatever, you could just come here, you see, and click on it. You can see all these files. When you connect to the internet, they try to update automatically. This is what you do. Just, for instance, all right, I could click on this. It said, then you cancel and delete. Cancel and delete. Same here. Do the same thing to all of them. Here, you just delete it. It's like kind of like updated file. You understand? Same with all of them. So then when you try to log into your system or try to play your game, it doesn't show you. You understand? And that is it. So the final thing I'm going to show to you people is, now when you turn off your PlayStation 4 without internet, it's going to catch. So watch as I turn it off right now. I'm going to turn this off. Power. Not on rest mode, not in rest mode. I'm going to turn it fully off, power, and turn off my PlayStation 4. So wait for it to turn off. So now it's already turned off. Now I'm going to switch it back on. All right. Now when the system turns back on, you don't need any internet because you already put the IP. So that's what we're waiting for right now. Let me show it to you. They're already done. Okay, it's loading up. All right, now we log in again, and this time let's go check the internet out. Remember, we already switched that off. It's still turned off. Perfect. So now we're gonna try the jailbreak to see if it's gonna cache. All right, we go to the internet. And that is it. You see that? And that is it. Wait a little bit. Perfect. Done. So the next thing you want to check that is just like you did previously when you were putting the internet. You could just use this and use it, but I still prefer using this. You click again, and that is it. So if you follow me to this stage of the video perfectly by now, you're already flexing with your game. So have a nice time, everyone, and hope to see you guys in my next video.